Hello friends, welcome to Dreamweaver Crocheting with Love. In today's tutorial, I am going to teach you a stitch called rise stitch. Now this stitch is very easy to do as it is done using basic stitches of crochet like front post and back post double crochet stitches. So let's begin the tutorial. For this, first we need to make a slip knot and we'll be working odd number of chains. So I'll be working around 21 chains. So here I am done with my 21 chains. Now for the first row, we need to skip the first 2 stitches from the hook and work a double crochet into the third stitch. So this row would be a row of simple double crochets. So into each of the chains, we will be working just one double crochet. So here I have done with my first row of double crochets. Now the 2 chains that we initially skipped do not count as a double crochet. They just act as a turning chain. So while working the second row, we will not be working on the 2 chains. Now for the second row, chain 1 and turn your work. Into the first stitch, you will be working 1 double crochet. Now from the second stitch onwards, we will be working front post and back post double crochet stitches alternately. So into the first stitch, I'll be working 1 front post double crochet followed by 1 back post double crochet into the second stitch. So you have to just continue working like this till you are left with the last 2 stitches. So here I am left with the last 2 stitches. Since I have already done with the back post, so into the next stitch, I'll be working a front post, and into the last stitch, we need to work a simple double crochet. And I had already mentioned that we'll be just skipping the 2 chains. We need not work any stitch on top of it. Now for the third row, again chain 1 and turn your work, and the first stitch would be a simple double crochet. And now we'll be just swapping. That means on top of the back post that we had worked for the previous row, we'll be working a front post. And on top of the front post which we had worked for the previous row, we'll be working a back post. So the first stitch is a back post. So I'll be working a front post on top of it. And the next one is a front post. So I'll be working a back post on top of it. So just continue working like this till you are left with the last stitch. And I'm left with one last stitch. So I'll be working just a simple double crochet on top of it to end the row. Again, in order to work the fourth row, chain 1 and turn your work. So as usual, the first stitch would be a normal double crochet followed by a front post. Since this is the back post stitch, we'll be working a front post on top of it. So this is basically a repeat of third row. So you have to just continue working like this, a front post on top of a back post and a back post on top of the front post till the end of the row. And in order to end this row, we'll be working just a simple double crochet for the last stitch. So just continue working like this. So here I have come to the end of the fourth row by working a simple double crochet on top of the last stitch. So I hope this pattern is getting very clear to you, and this is basically a repeat of row 3 for n number of times depending upon for what project work you are using this stitch. Now the 2 things that should be kept in mind while working with this stitch is that the number of base chains that you will be making for your project work should be in odd number. Then this stitch will get worked out perfectly. And this stitch is also reversible, that is, on both the sides of the crochet work the stitch looks the same. This stitch can be used for making varieties of project works like baby cardigans, baby pants, shawls, blankets, and many more. So I hope this tutorial was really very useful for you. In case of any queries, please let me know through comments. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.